Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. It's a story that feels improbable, but it's true. My grandmother was blind, not legally blind. She was completely blind, although she could see more than anybody else in the house. Her boyfriend was what was called back then a paraplegic. He had both legs amputated. I think he had been in the war. But he had, back then, the artificial limbs were very heavy, very metal. So the joke in the house was he would fall and she'd be looking for him. See where I get my humor? They belong to, I'm not sure if they created it, but they belong to an association, the Blind Disabled Black People's Association of Delaware. And my siblings and my cousins and I would laugh and say, why they gotta be black though? To which my brother would say, especially since she can't see. We would get in all kinds of trouble. However, we learned that everybody was included in the humor, everybody was included in the story, and everybody was included in life. And if things were not accessible to all people, then there was no reason for any people to participate. My mom lived with me the last 17 years of her life, and I learned then to make everything accessible. And she was really able-bodied for most of that time. She was, she was capable of doing quite a bit and did all the laundry. But again, everything was made available and accessible to her. I didn't think about what I was doing then, but now that I have different abilities and I'm differently abled, it becomes a very something that I'm aware of. I looked in our city yesterday and I noticed our new accessible curbs, and I remember the conversation around it. I have a friend who has cerebral palsy and is in a wheelchair because he has done marathons and everything, and he's done damage to his limbs. And he wanted to take our mayor out to show him how difficult it was to go up the sidewalks that were supposed to be accessible. And our mayor immediately did something about it. Sometimes I go into places and I have to go up on a stage and there's no handrail. And I'll laugh and I say, why is it all the healthcare conferences never have handrails? It'd be a conference on safety. Here's what I'm saying. If you don't have a house, a home, a community, a church, a place that is welcoming to all people, you are missing out on the laughter, the love, and the joy that comes from somebody falling and somebody else looking for. I love you.